What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are doing a new artist, new song. We're switching it up a little bit. We are doing Yungblud's new song called Zombie. Let's jump right into it. I've listened to this artist before, but I've never listened to this song, so this is a first reaction, so let's jump right into it.
Talk about the words they would hurt. They would hurt. So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie. Fix my mind. I need time.
Oh man, a lot of the stuff revolves around like death and health and medical. My goodness, like I feel like a lot of mental health, I mean, I know mental health does fall in the medical field and stuff. It's just like a lot of the music and the artistic outlets that are being used too really reflects, again, really utilizing those key components. But again, to go back to the lyrics, like if I was to talk about the words, they would hurt. So it sounds like telling my story. And a lot of the time this is a hard thing to break through, especially when as a therapist working with individuals, because you're asking them to tell you through words and explore the traumas, and that hurts them a lot. And to be able to trust someone, one, to go through it and just want to do that, especially if they don't necessarily fully believe in therapy, they're like, what's this going to do besides just open new wounds? And but in that same analogy, it's like maybe we are opening new wounds, but we're also figuring out ways to how to help heal it better. Like it's not healed. Like you might have it's like a bullet over a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. That's something me and my colleagues have taught me, is like a saying. It's like sometimes that's what we're doing, and sometimes we don't have much to work with, and it's something pretty severe. But if we can figure out a way to talk through that, process them, give them some things to be able to work on or work through, to help them kind of clean up that wound and hopefully progress and move on, go through life and figure out other ways to make that a little bit easier for them. That's kind of what we're doing. And then he said, so if you ask me about the pain, I would lie. To fix my mind, I need time. And I appreciate and have always respected boundaries of individuals when that needed time to really be able to process. A lot of people like to really kind of know what's going on inside them before sharing that. And I understand that, but lying too, like, that's just one thing. Like, your therapist is supposed to be sworn. I know there are terrible horror stories with therapists, and I am so sorry for anyone who had a negative experience with a therapist. But being open and vulnerable with them, and just refrain from lying. If you don't want to tell the truth, that's fine. But lying that's a hard one. And as your therapist should be doing all they can to be strengthening that relationship, so you don't feel the need to lie to them. They should be working every single day to strengthen that therapeutic relationship, because that's literally the most important thing. So future therapists, like, make sure you're really focused on that key component, and recognize that if your client is lying to you, not to take it to heart, and approach it with curiosity instead of judgment. Don't use it to judge yourself. Don't use it to judge them. There's a reason they were lying to you. They're trying to protect themselves in some way. And sometimes approaching from curiosity can help strengthen that therapeutic relationship. And it can help show them that you can forgive them. That can be very healing.
But it's running out, it's running out. Oh, I know that I can't live without you, but this world will keep turning if you do. Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me? We could catch a spaceship to the moon, but we'd crash. It wouldn't last, because the world is just a figment of the fools, a blank stare. They don't care. So say your prayers. You're almost there. But it's running now. It's running out.
So this verse 2 is interesting. We could catch a spaceship to the moon, but we'd crash. It wouldn't last. Because the world is a figment of the fools. A blank stare. They don't care. Say your prayers. You're almost there. And the lines before this too is like, I can't live without you. But what stuck out to me the most was the line, but this world will keep turning if you do. It's like, it just reminds me of a saying, and sometimes I've had people bring this up in session and discuss this topic of like, oh, like it's like very long unattainable goals. It's like, but it will take 3 years to do it. And it's just like, time's going to pass regardless. Like time, like those 3 years, yes, it will take 3 years to do something, but it will still take the exact same amount of those 3 years to pass, and it will continue on. That will happen regardless, whatever you're doing, whatever you're planning, whatever you're working towards. Those 3 years will pass at the same rate that they were going to regardless. So it's just like, I guess that's where my brain's kind of taking me right now. It's just like recognizing, and it seems there's a theme of like, we can try to control what we can control, but at the end of the day, there's still things out of our control that there's nothing we can do about. And it's like, I don't know, it's making me feel very reflective on like reality therapy. Like the idea of like time running out too. Very, very strong components of that in this song. Wow. So I'm going to jump to the lyrics real quick. So again, chorus, very beautiful, very meaningful. And I really needed the visual with the music video because I was not anticipating kind of that being the realm and the dynamic or perspective that this song was kind of reflecting on. But the lyrics, oh, I don't know what I'll turn out to be, but you'll love every moment, believe me. And I think it's like a very full circle moment, and recognizing that, like, regardless of what you go through, and suffering, negative things, positive things, amazing things, like all of these things, like what are going to reflect and shape and contribute to who you become. But at the end of the day, all your trials and tribulations, everything you've been through, you'll love every moment, because it's shaping who you are and like your identity and your person. And as you come and continue on with the journey of self-love, like, it's just, you'll find things that make it worth it. And I think the music video does a beautiful job at that. It's like following this nurse who has some positive things, and maybe like working with an individual and just playing like tic-tac-toe with them, but then going through some of the most difficult, traumatizing things. And like at the end of the video, like symbolically, she has wings, and like the little girl's able to reflect that, like see that on her. Like it's like the wound, it's like the idea of like the wounded healer, having had gone through such terrible things, people are able to reflect like, oh, like you're hurt too, but instead of relying or just keeping that hurt, you're trying to help others. And that's like the idea of like the wounded healer. And I just think it's really meaningful. And it's such a very common topic when it comes to therapists and therapy. And again, as therapists, we're supposed to remember like, hey, our traumas and everything we've been through, that doesn't mean we know exactly what it's like for others to gone through, but it's like, wow, I've been through some terrible things too, and I don't want that to, I wouldn't say define me, but I wouldn't want that to hold me back either. Like, I know what it's like to feel like that after experiencing something that significant, and I want to try to help wherever I can. And I think that's just beautiful. And I think they painted medical personnel very well in this, because there are a lot of people who go through that stuff. Like, how do you teach a new nursing student to deal with their first death when they go through it, right? They don't teach that in school. They don't teach the existential crisis they may have at 23 years old. It's just, I really think this video was really meaningful. I very much enjoy Yungblud as an artist, and it was just really cool to see. And just beautiful song overall. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like, did this song stick out to you? I think his voice is amazing. I think symbolically it was really, really great. I think the video definitely had a lot more depth to it than maybe the lyrics. I think the lyrics are good complementary to the song. So definitely watch that. But I think the video was very artistically and well done. So shout out to the producer, or Yungblud, if he was the one that came up with it. But yeah, the song will be going in my playlist as well. So yeah, make sure you drop a like too. This makes this video be shown out more on YouTube's algorithm. And make sure you're subscribed. Please make sure you're subscribed, if anything. Even if you never watch another video again, please just be subscribed. I really appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you'll be able to see the next video too. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next video.